not a good sound. Well, I've got a little bit of a problem. I'm partially through troubleshooting, waiting on Amazon to get here within a couple hours with a part for further testing. I was just testing my R50s during a movie. I was watching Aquaman, and if you're familiar with it, there's scenes in the beginning with the submarine where there's just a lot of ambient low bass for a few minutes at a time, along with a lot of effects and vocals and all that kind of good stuff. And I'm hearing this intermittent, seemingly random popping noise. Wasn't super loud, but I could hear it. Well, I've narrowed it down by unplugging the speakers and turning that sub over there off. I've got a PC4000 hiding. Narrowed it down to the PB4000. To my ear, that sounds like voice coil or clipping. It's weird. It's not happening all the time. Now what I've got on now is just a quick test track, Digital Underground Humpty Dance. It is really good for stressing a sub like this for testing. Not because it goes super low, but because it's very even and has a sweeping bass track, as you can hear. Now these are crossed over at 80 Hertz, both of them the same. They're at 0 dB on the receiver. It's being pushed by my Yamaha 2085. And this is at -5 dB. So, and it's not turned up all the way. It's something like -10 on the receiver volume, and you can hear what's going on. So let's investigate. Okay, interesting. I've got it turned way down now. It's -30 on the receiver, very low volume, and it's still happening. It's still kind of random, but the clicks are still there and they sound tonally the same. So that leads me to believe it's not mechanical, it's not the voice coil, and I guess it could still be the amp in here, maybe something on the input circuit. But here's the main difference between this sub and that sub, which is not doing it. Well, I got a couple things I could try. I've got 2 sub outs on the receiver, so first thing I'll do is try just swapping those and see if the problem follows that output. But the other major difference is this sub is wireless. That little black hanging box there is the SVS Wireless kit, and that sub over there is wired with an SVS sub cable. Not that the brand of cable makes any difference, but it's a good quality shielded sub cable, right? So what I've got coming is a long cable. It's the one thing that I don't have, is a nice long shielded cable. I need like a 25 foot to even reach from over here. And especially if I'm gonna be putting it up permanently, like my speaker wires, which I kind of hide around my trim here. I've got one coming in white in case that is going to be the issue. And so just for confirmation, I now have the PB4000 in the other sub out, and that one is completely unplugged, and it's still doing it. So it's not the receiver. And now for the final test. Wireless kit is out, and this is the 3rd one I've tried, by the way. I tried a cheapie off of Amazon. I don't remember the brand. It was a piece of crap. Wouldn't connect reliably, wouldn't turn on reliably, bad interference. I tried a not so cheap one from, I believe, Dayton Audio, something like that. I think I got it from Parts Express. It was through Amazon, but I think that's who it was from. Anyway, not much better. I finally got the SVS, and out of the box, it worked flawlessly. Perfect connection, perfect audio, had no problems with it whatsoever until now, if this is indeed the problem. So I've got the track playing, everything is set up the same. I have this plugged in where the transmitter was in the receiver. Let's go ahead and plug this guy in. If this works, I will just have this new wire to route through the living room. Where did those inputs go? Right there. Okay. And let's turn it back on. extremely clean sound. So, if you have one of these guys, do yourself a favor and check it. This is a great track to do it. Make sure that you've got a working part. You may have something wrong that you didn't realize, or maybe you've been hearing something weird and didn't realize what it was. I am never going wireless again. I'm just going to route this guy, same as I've got my speaker wire, and that's going to be that. It's too bad. I really liked the convenience of it being wireless, but if you can't have a product that works and functions correctly, it's not worth anything. Hope this helps somebody. See ya. Every single time I try to do a video, Clover starts squeaking and playing. She knows Daddy's trying to work.